go. And so we can begin. I'm Vexkin. Welcome back. I am continuing our playthrough of Final Fantasy 16. Yesterday was an amazing episode. We got to the finale of the fourth Mother Crystal. Let's see. And again, I keep thinking about this fight. It was an amazing fight. I loved every single second of it. And I can't wait to play more. Yeah.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into
We also got Taria looking after both Joshua and Dion. I'm so happy that Dion's still alive. Joshua, let's see if we can actually go into there and talk to them.
I can hardly lift my arms. The curse, it's...
You just need some rest. I'll stay here with you. If you'd like, that is.
Yeah, here they are.
The injuries suffered by both your brother and the prince were bad enough. But that wound above Joshua's heart is unlike anything I've ever seen. Were he not a dominant, I fear he would have succumbed to it long ago.
Yeah. I wonder if he is going to tell us that he got Ultima in him. But holy shit, I never would have imagined that Phoenix and Ifrit was going to merge. Like, we had our theories, right? We had our theories about the mural and if it's Ifrit and Phoenix fighting. But merging, that's something entirely something else. I am going to do those hunts. So Famare. Let's just check here. I read all of those yesterday, but I'm just going to write them up. Quiet Sand. And Sambrek legend tells of a dread dragon who sat near half the realm, alight with his torrid breath before being sealed away behind the magical mist. Some sources claim, though, it has long been forgotten which parts of the tale are true and which are mere myth. Recent reports of a great dragon roar reverberating around the woodland passes of the Empire are real enough. Woodlands. Is it actually a place that we can go to yet? I don't know. Anyway, before doing those, let's just continue our main story.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out Mother Crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task.
Vivienne?
Could be that Lady Vivienne and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Okay. Yeah, so about the sky.
There's talk of these skies driving men mad.
Yeah.
Most of the hideaways on edge.
So apparently,
It's our job to calm things down. So don't
we
keep
read that
spreading
in
it.
the, yeah, this one, the Primogenesis. A spell cast by Ultima that casts a rolling pall over all of Valistia. Yeah, so, and apparently it drives people into Akashic, which is also crazy to
How
think
is it
about.
that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe?
Yeah.
Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen
Right.
are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
Hmm.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves.
Yeah.
And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Interesting.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
I don't think Barnabas wants to invade, since he especially also knows about Ultima. He's like Ultima's right-hand man, I think.
There's barely been a shipment in since the skies started boiling. A few more days without a visit and we'll have to start eating the blankets.
Yeah. So whatever he is going to do, I don't think it has anything to do with invading the other countries. It has more to do with the icons.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts? Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts and sumpters. so that an ether flood wouldn't mean instant death for their riders or drivers. Me, I reckon they built it up over generations. Too many foolish traders driving their birds into floods, and only the toughest surviving.
Oops.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters.
Riep je mee?
I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis.
Ja, het is voor streaming. Dus
Do you
beter.
think they're
Het
connected?
is anders iets te donker.
But Ultima was one of them.
Gek, hè?
Ah, je hebt de kasten nog niet gebruikt. Dat is nog niet... Dat is dan nog niet staan.
Nee, ik ben nou aan het kijken wat ik precies ga doen.
Ik zou je toe, ik. Dat past bij elkaar allemaal, hè.
Ja, dat wel, dat wel.
Want er is een beetje weggestoken en al je zo.
Maar ik vind het eigenlijk niet erg hè, dat het eigenlijk zo open is. Ik vind het eigenlijk nog schoon, maar...
Ik vind het meer ordelijker zoals het met weggestoken is. Je kunt natuurlijk nog dingen erin zetten. Ik zei het, toen de PlayStation kunnen ze daar schoenen tussen zetten en al. Ik vind dat toch allemaal beter zo, maar... Veel proper, ja.
Nee, ja, ik had het zien. Ik zat dan dus inderdaad te pijzen en zo. Ja. Voor dan inderdaad gewoon op te schuiven. Nee. Dat is wat dat daar nu staat, dat wegdoen en gewoon opschuiven.
Dus het zwarte naar hier zetten, links
Dat
naar hier zetten
ja,
en
die daar.
Ja. En die ga je nu laten staan hier?
Ja, voorlopig wel. Maar sowieso, ja, op dit moment heb ik daar toch geen plekken tot wanneer dat ik effectief begin te bouwen. En eenmaal wanneer dan mijn dozen daar weg zijn van mijn Lego dan, ga ik dan eventueel inderdaad hem daar zetten.
En waar ga je Lego staan?
Maar ja, het is dat ik nu hier, ik zit hier dan allemaal zetten. Hè.
Nou, ik zoek daar dus gewoon iets zo van maken voor je Lego.
Ja. Ja.
Dus gewoon iets zo van maken.
En wat vind je van de zetel beneden?
Goed, hè?
Ja. Zat hem eerst verkeerd gezet. Ik heb hem moeten meehelpen en zo, want het stond niet schoon hè.
Nee, ze hebben hem gezet, maar gelijk dat ze wel zeggen, maar ik ging hem eigenlijk niet gezet hem. Ik ging die broer van Jim weggedaan hebben en ik ging zo gelijk dat ze hem eerst gezet had daar, hè, maar dan zat ze ver tegen de sofa, tegen haar halsvuur, hè.
Maar ze zat er tegen?
Ja, wel. Maar ik ging er dan nog meer opgeschoven hebben, dus waar dat een bureau staat eigenlijk van Jim.
Daar die u zetten?
Ja, gelijk dat ze eerst wilde eigenlijk, hè. Maar dan heel opgeschoven.
Ja.
Dus die bureau van Jim weg en heel opgeschoven tegen de rutte, naar de rutte toe.
Ja.
Dus tegen de rutte gezet, ik ging dat zo gedaan hebben. En de bureau van Jim ging ik dan nog snel
tegen de muur gezet en even de vertienenkast.
Ja. Ik ging dat dus zo gedaan hebben.
Ja.
Maar ze vinden het ook beter zo gelijk dat hij niet gaat seksen. Dus,
ja. Maar ja, het is
maar
veel.
toen dat ik het zei was ze toch al een keer aan het pijzen.
Ja, natuurlijk.
Ze zeggen maar ja, we kunnen nu die bureau niet meer verzetten en alles extra.
Tuurlijk kan ze dat wel doen.
Tuurlijk kan ze het doen.
Ja.
Maar ik ging het dus ook gedaan hebben. Ik ging effectief wel andere
ja, maar hoe daar
zetels... Ik ging het gewoon gestaan hebben voor de televisie ook gedaan.
Ja, maar het ding is, hoe daar zetel stond, oorspronkelijk en zo, zijn moeten gamen of zo, maar laten we zeggen, haar tv staat daar, maar de leuningen van dinges ging recht voor je gezicht zijn.
Als wanneer? Ah ja, gelijk als hij meest gesteld dat bedoel ik.
Ja.
Maar ja, hij stond al tegen de sofa, dus dat mocht er sowieso.
Ja, nee.
Als ze hem 10 de rutte gezet had, ging het perfect geweest zijn.
Ja.
Voor de game ging het ook perfect geweest zijn.
Ja, best ook wel. Ja. Maar we hebben het gewoon zo gedaan hoe dat...
Als je meer moet betalen dan als wij gezegd hebben.
€5 meer was het zeker, hè?
€130 is maar betalen.
Ja, ik weet het, was 125.
115 als hij zegt.
115?
Ja. Dus ik vind dat wel niet juist hebben dat. Dat is nu al een tweede keer.
Dat dan meer is dan...
Ja, maar bij de grote verhuis ook, hè.
Ja, een groot verhuis was het nog veel meer, hè.
Dat zei hij eigenlijk €800.
Ja. Dat is dus 120 of?
Ja, dus €200 was het ook al, ja. Dus ja. Maar ja, dus wat is gepasseerd. Alles is terug. Jij hebt alles, dus Hilder en alles. Ik heb alles, ik moet nog zuster en dingen zijn.
Bro.
En broers toe.
Ja.
Voor de rest heb ik alles. Dus ja, dat is goed.
Yes.
En een nieuw scherm.
Ja, ja. En te probeert met de main en ja.
Dan kan je mensen zijn.
En die is even groot als die dat hij nu is, zeker, hè?
En die, hoeveel is dat?
21.5.
21, nee, het is kleiner dan die.
Oké.
Die dat ik nu is een 23.
Ja, ik gebruik dat effectief voor mijn tweede scherm voor mijn streaming hier.
Ik zou je wel nemen eigenlijk van een 27, minimum een 24. Liefst de 27 eigenlijk.
Kan ik even kijken, nee. Naar Mediamarkt of Electrodepot.
Ik heb vragen hoeveel dat de rest betaalde voor de zijn.
Ja.
Tja, ja.
Joei.
Ja, ik zou deze gebruiken voor televisie op te zetten. Nu PlayStation is gewoon daartussen. Je spaakt dat ze wegsteken en al in die kasten. En inderdaad, gelijk daar gezegd, zoek ik inderdaad dat allemaal zo'n beetje gebruiken voor bij een Lego. Je hebt deze, je kunt die plank eigenlijk ook gebruiken als je hem daarop zet voor je Lego op te zetten.
Ja.
Die zou ik eigenlijk een beetje meer hier tegen je kasten hier zetten. Zwart op zwart dan. Ik zou dat allemaal wel een beetje zo doen. Ja. Het was gewoon van maken.
Ja, inderdaad. Maar ik heb nog een klein beetje meer kast nodig.
Kast?
Ja.
Hoe bedoel je?
Wacht, gewoon. Ik ken redelijk wel Lego. Oké, ja, ik heb wel mijn vitrinekast waar ik weer nog dingen kan inzetten. Maar...
Ik zou er niet al te veel meer inzetten in die vitrinekasten.
Van wat?
Staat wat schoon eigenlijk dat erin staat. Oké, zo van die peetjes dan al misschien.
Ja, inderdaad, maar mijn Lego zou ik niet meer... Ja, maar ik zou mijn Lego er niet meer in zetten. Want ja, mijn Daily Bugle die daar nu staat, is
die
toch een...
Die gebruiken voor je Lego op te zetten, die dingen gebruiken voor je Lego op te zetten.
Ja.
Dat zou ik allemaal doen. Of misschien ja. Natuurlijk als je het in een vitrinekast was steken.
Ja, nee, dat. Ik zou mijn vitrinekast inderdaad weer meer gebruiken voor mijn...
En gebruik je nu dat spel dat je gekocht hebt in de leerbakker?
In de lienbakker?
Ja, je kleerkasten.
Ja, alles als
legt er allemaal in en
ja.
het is goed, het is stevig genoeg en al. En
ja, voorlopig wel. Maar ja, ik hou natuurlijk de dingen omhoog. Dus ja, ik kan nu al zowel Cinder als Repeat al een keer in mijn kast zitten. Ze lijnen alle twee gewoon letterlijk op mijn
versta het. Ja, dat is wel minder natuurlijk. Ja.
Ik denk mijn best dat gewoon op mijn dingen.
Wat ik ging zeggen. Beneden heb ik ook nog een kasten staan. Ik heb nog 2 kasten staan. Ik heb
in
nog
de
garage?
Staan.
Ja, ik heb nog een kasten staan zo met eigenlijk dat zo maar in een kleinere vorm. Waar dat vroeger mijn discobar op stond.
Ja.
En nog die...
Oké, dat zelf niet gebruiken?
Met die vierkanten. Ik zou niet weten waar dat ik het van moet staan nu.
Wel, je moet gewoon gebruiken in de garage zelf. Hè.
Ja, misschien wel, maar dat weet ik niet zo, dat wil ik hem bekijken zo, want in de garage zelf hebben we ook wel kasten en al, dus... Dus ik zou het nog een keer moeten bekijken natuurlijk, maar ja, dat is niks. Kunnen ze het ook gebruiken. Hè. Die ene kast is zo'n beetje dat kleur gelijk van die dinges.
Inderdaad.
En anders zijn er dingen daar, hè. Maar dat met praten en al in zaten. Die heb ik ook niet, staat ook nog in de garage, nog één stuk daarvan.
Ja.
Eén stuk dat ik gebruik, hè. Het is één stuk dat nog in de garage staat.
En dat ze niet naast elkaar kosten staan.
Nee, ja, het is te groot, hè, ja. Het is dat ik nu ook wel nog een beetje zit aan te twijfelen wat ik zou doen hier zo. Omdat, ja, dat past eigenlijk bij elkaar eigenlijk, hè, maar ja. Maar die ene is wel goed voor mijn plaat in te steken nu zo, dus ja. Ik heb die kast waar dan nu mijn dinges, mijn modem op staat van Proximus. Als ik daarvan onder zo mijn cd's kan insteken.
Ja, ik pees dat je een beetje miste in hoe niet zo groot uw living is.
Wat? Nee, allee, die kasten met die vierkanten en al zo, dat ik sowieso al, hè.
Ja.
Weet je wel, dus maar inderdaad, pees dat de living iets breder was. Van de lengte, ik het ongeveer de zuster, maar van de breedte, ik dacht dat het iets breder was. En daarmee, maar ja, bij de zetel past perfect, hè. Eigenlijk is het perfect eigenlijk, hè. Dat is eigenlijk juist gepast. Dus ja, ze hadden van achteren nog wat dingen waar de kassen stond, die kast is nu uit, dus die plek is ook alweer wat open.
Ja.
Mijn bureau staat dus gewoon, mijn dingen staan, dus ja. Op het moment is het goed. Dat staat. Maar ik ga kijken, maar ik ga nu lichtjes aan beginnen met al het gerief wat meer en meer vanuit de garage eigenlijk en wegsteken en kijken wat dat er nog mag en wat dat er weg mag. Wat dat ik nog ga houden.
Ja.
En dat wegsteken allemaal, dus kort was het nog.
Ja.
En we zien het wel, hè. Anders kunnen ze die kast nog gebruiken ook nog.
Ja.
Ik weet sowieso als je moest je hem kunnen gebruiken eigenlijk, die met die vierkanten en al zo, die kunnen ze anders wel gebruiken. Kijk nu zo misschien, ja. Ik zet nog iets te brainstormen nu zo, want ik weet niet of dat ze hier al twee gaat kunnen zetten. Misschien niks zijn voor ze hier al twee te zetten.
Ja.
Die in elkaar.
Dat wat voor rappen volgende week zondag is, dat ik al mijn karton hier kan aandoen.
Nou, dat is een money, hè.
Nee, dat is maar niet. Maar ja, kan je nog ander karton leggen?
Dus toen steekt wel in een blauwe zak. En dat is al voor naar het containerpark te brengen. Nee?
Ja.
Goed, zo gaat. En de vorige keer in een trap.
Ja, ik weet het.
Dat is gelijk dat je al 2 jaar niet gekust is. Met al dat daar.
Plakt echt wel zwaar. Hè.
Ja. Een keer dan de baardoor geplakken.
What's responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
I really like
Perhaps Otto will
those.
be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Yeah. Already read that one. Yeah. Sorry about my father was here talking about everything that we have done in the past few days. Let's see.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a cashier at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
Oh,
When it rains.
it pours.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Do I need to choose?
How are you doing? I don't mean to be gloomy.
But the whole world's gone to shit. Reports used to be about troop movement and chances to set bearers free. Now it's all either floods, Akasha attacks and plagues of bloody bandits. The curse breakers and all our other allies are doing what they can to keep their heads above water, but
They need all the help they can get.
they're counting on you, Clive. We all are.
Quick look.
Right. Okay, wifey fight, flames of war, down the rabbit hole.
Seen enough?
Wait. Oh, okay. So basically, yeah, they're the three quests.
What will it be today?
It is not merely the men and women of Valistia who have been affected by imbalance in the ether. These blackened skies have cast up all over all the creatures of the realm.
And how could it not?
They are living beings, just as we are. Alas, their instinct drives them to flee from that which cannot be escaped, ushering them inly to madness and death.
But are we any better?
We consider ourselves above such base instincts, and yet fear and bewilderment drive us to make war on our fellow man, to turn our ire at our own suffering upon those who suffer just as keenly as we do. If that's what it means to be human, Clive, I wonder if we are even worth saving at all. That's deep and that's so true.
I cannot claim.
Not to have been shocked to learn of Twinside's destruction. Indeed, I have long known that such a fate was all but guaranteed. A piece of parchment was all that ever stood between the Dominion and Chaos, and those who signed the treaty were only going to abide by it for as long as it suited him. Emperor Sylvester invasion saw it torn to shreds at last, and as the pieces scattered to the winds, long festering enmities came to the fore and once more.
Such are the wages.
Of greed and distrust. If those in power pay heed to their whispers, they are likely to grow into a mighty storm, one which the walls of even the stoutest citadel might not withstand.
Ironic, then.
That it should be Prince Dion, the boldest, most trustworthy player in their ignoble game, who should deal the finishing blow. I am so happy we
Should I
have
learn
Dion
aught
be my
else,
side.
you will be the first to know. Back again? How may I help you today?
Dark clouds gather. A rolling storm sweeps over Valistia, bringing terror and confusion in its wake. And so too Walud King Barnum sailing his kingdom flagship, the Einharjar, across the straits, seizing upon the chaos that has plagued Storm since the destruction of its mother crystal and this disintegration of its nation's leader. Oops. Rescues. Okay. You need to rescue him. Traveling companion, best friends, enemies, workships. Okay.
Here you are.
Oh boy. I do hope that we really get to do all of 3, because I just want to do all of 3. Akashic, all Akashic. Those are bandits, yes. And what are those? Beasts. Okay.
Very good.
Well, let's start from the beginning, shall we?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
Let's go to Isabella.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts? Then a wall won't stop them. And what can I do for you? I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Well, if it wasn't for the orchestration skull, I wouldn't be buying anything even. So.
I can't do it. I can't.
Uh-oh.
My lord, milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Sounds
Ultima's
fun.
thrall. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Boom.
We could leave.
They really have a
The 2 soldiers were
like the music is different and the vibe is different. Sky is completely different.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air.
They kinda
Perhaps
do.
they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
No, don't turn away. I need to fetch you. Yes.
That thing, it took off the captain's head before we could even draw his steel.
Damn.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
Okay, so
It's all right.
My family. You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now.
yeah.
We should head for more.
At one point, I actually don't feel bad for more, but I guess we need to save them. Yeah, I really don't feel bad for more, just so you know. But yeah, people are people, I guess. There's different open world music. Oh, eater. I can see the eater.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Oh yeah, right. Let's see. Okay.
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Holy shit. Okay. So yeah, like I thought yesterday, the moves that I'm picking right now is very good for staggering.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
But I just need to get used to them at the moment. Because they're... yeah. I'm not used to them yet.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Felicia has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the one standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems.
Mm-hmm.
But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Quest 2 complete 2. Right.
Philippe will make a good captain. He reminds me a little of you, Clive, but without all the mocks and mows.
Okay. Let's see. It's crazy to think that I actually kind of only use Garuda like completely. I do like their attacks. I do have to watch out for my Giga Flare. I do have to say though that it charges fairly quickly. I didn't think it would charge as quickly as it did. Anywho. Yeah, so I was actually thinking there might be the mark about the woodlands, that it might be here somewhere. So let's just see. More Indian Chapel, Westwatch. Oh. There's like a whole section here that I haven't explored yet. I don't think it's there though, but I want to see nonetheless what is over there. So
let's go.
Run like the wind.
No. They are higher level, it seems. Yeah. I was actually thinking if the monsters would raise their levels as well, since the whole Akashic stuff happened. These are woodlands, so who knows? Might be here after all. Oh.
Straight home now.
Ring of the Marksman. What do you do? Increase the will damage of magic by 10%. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, it looks to me that there's going to be something here. And there it is. Oh boy. Svarog. It is here. Oh boy. Ooh, level 50.
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Oh, whoa. Ah, fuck.
Nice try.
Oh shit, that allot. Ooh, fuck. Okay. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? He is more difficult than Atlas, it seems.
Ready, go?
Oh boy.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Okay.
Right.
The thing is, I do really need to take care of my health here, because that hunt damaged me a lot. Oof.
Thanks, Gal. Nothing.
Nice. Oh fuck. Oh shit. That's better. Okay. Whoa! Shit. Oops. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. think I might have done a lot more damage to him if I use my if I use my skills right. Normally I start out with the lightning rod of Ramu, but I haven't, and then the Will of the Wikes, but I haven't either. So that's a lot of damage that I actually messed out on. Oh boy.
Be safe.
Fucking hell. Still don't have those dodges right. Yeah, it's not going to be for now, but at least I know where I need to search him for. Anyhow, let's continue for the main story for a bit. I will try him this stream still, but let's just continue at the moment.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
Jeez. The world is fucking dying and you're still on that fucking bullshit minds game.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the desert hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
Which makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Come on.
They're both as stubborn as the lover's pox, and every bit as irritating. The more one insists on their proposed plan of action, the more the other rails against it. Well, they've successfully split the town asunder just when we should be standing as one.
It's stupid. People just think about themselves. Like always.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
The bandits.
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Cosmos is in chaos. And the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Cosmos. These are cursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on it, guys. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, We are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
when all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Alright. Let's talk to the locals.
Picture it, Conrad. Your own city guard.
You might as well scatter seeds near a rat's nest. They're the problem, and only steel will solve it.
I don't know about that.
Next thing you know, Natalie'd be offering the bandits bed and board.
Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
Pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend the town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Yeah.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason
The
why
brightest
I had
banana
you
in the
do
bunch.
talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Because Seth can't lie. Well, Clive.
A shop?
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy
All this after the last sellswords we paid for proved themselves such reliable souls. You'd have us throw good gill after bad.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Clive as a terror.
Clive, your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Shouldn't it be better that Clive was actually trying to convince the other guy?
Convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
No.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak.
Okay.
All of them.
Let's fight.
Not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is another faith to put to those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Well,
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
people can be united against a common enemy, but after that, there's something else then. Anywho, let's fight these guys.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
Amazing. can try their best, but it won't work. And you're gone. Boom. Yeah. When that works, it works. So I'm so happy with that.
Could they have held out?
I hope so.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Okay.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
Well, happy it worked out for them.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
All right. Boom. And now for let's see, the two hunts here. So Loco Desert, Bandits, Bats. There's still Bambari. Okay, it's at least one is here, but the other one. Quicksands. Do. Oh no, there's like one. Ah, the other one is here. Okay. Well, I know where I need to go. Let's see. Other way.
So, where did the bandits maybe lead? But look what they've left us.
Mummy. The gentleman of the town guard.
At the moment, everyone is safe, which is good. It would be easy though if there was a monolith somewhere here though. But oh well. It's here down, right? Yeah. Let's go this way. Akashic Ego. They all turned Akashic. Very sad. Me, or is there a monolith over there?
Be safe.
There, yes. Big boy. The 10 of clubs.
Forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have enough. So empty your pockets.
Ah. Ah, come on. What the fuck? Ah, finally. what the hell is going on. I just don't get the... Whoa, what the hell, man. I really don't have the... Fucking hell. That was bad. So bad. I just can't get the dodges and the blocks right, and it infuriates me sometimes so much.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew. Where would I be without you?
Anyway, let's go to Martha. Is there actually something here? Oh, okay, never mind.
The Akashic attacked us out of the blue, and there's no telling when they might be back. You'd best keep that sword handy, Sid.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha. Good to see you.
And you, Bill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Alright.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
They were too fast. Or maybe
more.
If they ain't clawing at the gates, they're climbing up the cliffs near the lift. The lads are doing what they can to keep them out, but unlike the Akashic, they need sleep.
That's true. Let's go.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Oops. By the way, the quicksands. Quicksands. As for my final. Okay, who there was? That's very close to Portis Holiday, so I'm going to just go there then.
The barricades we've set up around the town won't hold the Akashic back for long. Might buy us a few moments to say our last farewells, though.
Don't worry, I'm here. I wonder if we're going to see Sir Wade again.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Easy. I was actually expecting a bigger one as well. Oh well.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
Guess they just don't, people.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions.
Mm-hmm.
We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
The outfit was the
Wade's
same.
men.
Yeah.
But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
We're going to search for Wade.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Let's go.
dogs.
Damn. The dogs turned Kashik. Well, who we have here? Sir Wade.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Oh, Akashic Adamanthois.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Oh. Fuck.
Well done, Tom. You're all ready.
Fuck it. There we go. When in doubt, just hyper beam then.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
Well, you did help.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Yeah, it's a longer one, this one.
Thanks to the Akashic, all of the men are either on watch, readying for the next attack, or confined to their sickbeds. All while my bed remains as cold and as empty as those demons' hearts.
Well, you can always warm their beds in the hospital, no?
Fiends try to climb the walls here, too. Founder knows where they're gonna show their ugly faces next.
Yeah. Let's just stop them before they reach here, shall we? There we go.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal!
Oh, perfect balls. Oh.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round to wait. Shall we?
This
Well, there we have it. That's how it should have should be.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. The lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
Yeah.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready.
The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
And they are good men as well.
When you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Padoom. Oy, nice. A symbol of trust, loyalty, and undying friendship. For as long as the fire burst flames burns in our hearts, the duchy cannot die. Oh, nice.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
You're the son.
Murdoch.
Yeah?
I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Okay.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, so wait. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that, It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Interesting.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You, or my uncle.
We shall be staying here for the time being, and not just for the ale. I'll have one of my men escort Oscar to Benimir once he's said his farewells.
Okay. And now for the final hunts at the moment. Damn. They're everywhere, the Kashik. Even at places where there weren't any enemies before. And there they are. I am going to change you back to Phoenix. Yeah, I'm going to I'm just going to keep impulse at the moment. Okay. Band of brothers. Oh yeah, right. But I don't have any. I have no idea how I survived all of that, but holy fucking shit. Okay, that was insane. I never expected me to survive that.
No more vengeance. No more war.
Whew.
Clive. Go on then. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Hmm. Oh,
welcome back, my lord. I only just arrived myself. No one seemed to know where I should go, so I thought I'd guard your chambers until instructed otherwise.
Okay. Oh wow. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid of us, the trolls. But we are neither of us naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Good, Philip has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling, but I oft worry your rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulder, just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remains ever open, as do the Val's door. Isabella. The guard and league have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all leave to sip on snake spit in relative leisure. For that, I would hazard we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one inspiring thespian to another, might I just suggest working on your delivery and your projection and those stiff limbs of yours and your confidence and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? He is bad at, he is bad at acting, or lying. The guardians are getting along with the axes fine enough, working to shore up the rest wall, then not clearing out what few threads remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be the neck and deep in Akashic had you not given the horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you've the ram to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. You have uncanny talent of showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic, and us but more of their nameless number. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He is a good man, attentive, polite, hard-working, so as you can see he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his crying under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. With his tippet dyed red for the flames of the Firebird and the blood of his fallen Rosarian brothers, does Sir Wade pledge not only his loyalty, but the loyalty of the Guardians of the Flame. Still need a lot here, though. I hope I didn't miss anything yet, because I don't... Because I still don't really know how to get all of them. Are they from just side quests and do main quests, or do I need to talk to people at certain points and this and that? Well, anyway,
Welcome
I'll
to
know
the
soon
Patron's
enough, I
Whisper.
guess.
It's not true.
Clive, the world can't be ending, can it? We were struggling before the skies went dark, but now? I can't imagine how we will bear it all.
We've lost so much already.
When will it be enough? It will end, won't it, Clive? I hope so.
Come to claim your just desserts?
Hugo's men are gone, and with them the fear in our hearts. Once more shall the muckets echo with the merit, and it's you who we have to thank.
You earned this.
Thank you.
All done?
Are you still being a lovebird?
The girls here can have Otto and Gav and Gareth and Cole and all the rest. My heart beats for another. Now, if only Lady Taya would let me into the infirmary to see him.
I hope you don't mean Dion, because Dion, you're barking at the wrong tree. For Joshua, I don't know. I think Joshua might be involved in hockey.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest
Game
of the
logic.
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Nice.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I will be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima, chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
Can I wield all of them?
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
Sorry, inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Oh no. That's where Mid is as well.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Ty had told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Traveling with Joshua. Woo!
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Back again? Allow me to educate you. Here's the latest information I have.
Gav brings the shocking news that Canver is under attack from army of Akashic. Clive, Jill and Joshua make for the Free Cities, a route that will lead them to the village of Tabor, where Joshua's attendant awaits.
Very good. Tyre's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
Sorry, not sorry. Did I ever tell you about the time I flew all the way to the bottom of this mix basin?
What did you find down there?
A deeper understanding, Kupo. From the outside it seems so mysterious. Where does all the water go, Kupo? What does it reveal? And what's behind the waterfalls? Those were the questions I flew in to find answers to, Kupo, but instead I found something about myself. I can't swim. Okay. Yeah. South of Tabor. Okay, so we'll probably meet him. A team of Cursebreakers traveling through the Tabor fields of Korova were met by a group of hunters from the village who warned them not to stray too far from the main road. For in Gully, nor for hence rested the pack of wolves that even such practiced hunters as they would not dare to wake. Despite the fine luster of the animal pelts, too many of their friends has succumbed to the temptation, only to be torn limb from limb.
Do you like being struck by thunderbolts from on high? Then don't let anything happen to Mid. Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think Sit up in the sky will like that. Well, I am going to do the side quests and then probably stop for today. So let's just do them. I need to work tomorrow in the morning. So yeah.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Okay.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
On balance. I know I'm thinking about the alliance rates. Man, I can't wait for the last alliance rate of Final Fantasy XIV.
Blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Jesus.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit?
Yeah.
Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Alright. And the final one. Hey, goats!
What am I gonna do?
I reckon these guys are enough to give anyone to collywobbles, but I'm not gonna sit around hanging my head and twiddle my thumbs. Did enough of that back in Twinside while you were busy fighting that horrible dragon, and then that even horribler one.
But no more.
From now on, I'm gonna do what you lot do, and properly pull my finger out no matter how much my knees are knocking. Can't have Nan and Blackthorn thinking I'm a great back with blanket now, can I? So don't you worry about me, you just stick to what you do best, saving the world.
Is everything alright, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble and she's...
It's alright. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
I'm not afraid of some
Thanks,
lashing.
Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Okay.
I heard the Emperor was impaled.
Well, you heard correctly. I don't know how you heard that. To be honest, a lot of the Imperials are like...
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all straight. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
Scale is broken.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
Just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Okay.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Clive the teacher.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think you'd fit on that little thing.
Oof.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when